Okay, so I just got back from picking up the truck to go get storage, and I have been using different pickup points or drop off points than where I actually want to go because of the being followed around by Uber and the Lyft guys. I've completely stopped using Lyft because the people driving for Lyft tend to be more poverty mindset, and therefore they're more willing to do whatever is beyond their ethics in this mind control piece. And so the last time I used Lyft, I specifically picked the exact same order route that I picked before to get to the Elgin County Courthouse. And my former lawyer was trying to keep me from going to court and being physically present. And sure enough, wasn't she the first person? I was just like 15 minutes late. But that was the Lyft app. The Lyft app ended up sending me to a different government building within St. Thomas. And here's how I pinned it. The driver is owned and I am owned. And what they're doing is they're trying to activate me to either be violent or to be enslaved. So I'm either to be activated and treat the driver violently. They've confused the driver because the driver is following their app. And their app, I'm looking at it. Their app is telling them where to go. But today, because I've had this experience so many times where it makes me second guess myself and it triggers that self-doubt, like what the fuck, that my ex has been working on me for the last while. And so that it throws you into a panic. And because you've had real life situations where you know that somebody's turned the tables on you and they're looking at you like you're the problem, that feeling automatically sets up your fight flight. And so for me, because it's like, I know I'm being attacked behind the scenes, and it's not the person driving. They don't even know. They don't even know they're engaged, but the game is being played behind the scenes. And sure enough, and the game continues from that last one. But I've been recording video, I've been recording audio. Today I was able to screenshot, and I've learned that I cannot listen to music when I'm in an Uber or in a Lyft. Since I have trauma patterns and they are actively trying to engage my sexual enslavement triggers, or that loneliness need a man trigger so that I will fall into the mind control trap again, then that's the case. They use women for this. They use presenting you as friendships, presenting you clients, but because you're so desperate for that support, for the money, for the attention, that's how they hook you in. I'm actually listening to a book on Audible, and it's specifically magic, mythological, and I'm like, holy fuck, this is exactly what I'm living. And this is what it feels like. And so that's when I clued in that these mind, power, and control techniques are actually linked to black magic. And I started going to oracle readings because I felt such a discrepancy between the reality that I knew, the one that had been sold to me, and the one that I was experiencing. So I started looking for a different type of system that would help me reconcile what I was experiencing in real life. And so I've integrated a lot of different modalities and systems without having to be dependent on the belief itself or the ritual to comprehend how it's helping me. And so for me, it's this awareness that, yes, I am a slave, and I am of the class of slaves that the women specifically are just known to the elite to be trafficked women, that anywhere I go, any white man asks me what country I'm from, and then they know how they can treat me. If they can marry me to abuse me, if they can use me for sex by roping me in and using my fears and traumas against me. I'm not a paid prostitute, but every man has the message that if they can, play my strings just the right way, they get free sex. And if they can do it right, they can bend me to their every whim. And so I just don't trust anybody. And I'm even skeptical about the gods and the angels that give me feedback. I am constantly checking what is being said to me to what the evidence that I'm feeling against the clues in my body. And I've met a lot of really decent human beings that are not part of this game that's being played in behind the scenes between who owns who in the elite. Because the majority that they own, that's who's going to get the lands of the Americas, right? They've already overpopulated the East. Now they're overpopulating the West. And, you know, the West is so clueless about how life really is because the East has all of the traditions and we don't. We just think we're in this great new utopia. But really, there's a lot of games being played. And you can go ahead and think I'm crazy. And nonetheless, as long as I continue to fight off your incitations to make me violent towards others, to abuse others because they're getting something wrong that is clearly heightening my safety triggers, I won't do it. You people will have to kill me outright and show yourselves, because this tiny little speck of dirt is going to continue to live on your shoes as long as you keep stepping on the same dirty path. I'm going to come back lifetime after lifetime, and I'm going to torture you. So keep enslaving me, because I will be the one that keeps dismantling your spiritual shit show. Keep enslaving me or help me stay free. Either way, your house is falling down, not by my decree, because I've been allowed to escape your mind control. If I wasn't allowed to, I wouldn't be. So somebody inside your house is helping me, or somebody is tearing down all the strong people that you have lifted up. That man that got deported to El Salvador, where administratively nobody could be on side, and yet Trump sent him to jail in El Salvador anyways, guarantee he's a model citizen. And no matter how much they bend him, he won't break. He probably won't cheat with his friends' girlfriends. He probably won't get pissed drunk when his trauma shows up. I would bet that there is something that he knows that he can piece together to the level that I can, that they had to get rid of him and put him in the only place where he will have to conform and be under the protocol. Bukele's jail in El Salvador. If they don't succeed at killing me, guess what they're gonna call me? And guess where they're gonna send me? Right. You guys keep playing your games. Hit me harder.